Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna introduce to you how to find areas of rectangles, square and triangles. So first is to find area of a rectangle. In this rectangle you can see here, this one is the dimension of the length, which is L, the dimension of width, which is W. In a real life it can be 10, it can be 5, it can be 100, whatever it is. But in here I just get L represent for L meters, for example, represent for the length, and W represent for the width. So the area, the formula of calculating area of a rectangle is the length times with the width. All right, so this one is your formula in a square units or unit square. Okay, for example, in this rectangle here, I have the dimension of the length is 4 centimeters and the dimension of the width is 3 centimeters. So this one is the length, this one is the width, and I want you to find the area of this rectangle. So we just use this formula. So it's going to be area A of this rectangle equal the length times the width, and I substitute the value of the length, which is 4 centimeters, and the value of the width, which is 3 centimeters, into the formula to calculate the areas. So this one going to be 4 centimeters times 3 centimeter. You actually don't have to write centimeter when you do this one. So what I'll do, I just rub it off. I just write 4 times 3 equal 12, and then I have to put down a unit. It is unit square, and the unit in here is centimeter. So it is the unit, the final unit of area of this rectangle is 12 centimeters square. Area, A for area. Now, to calculate area of a square is actually another different version of a rectangle, which is the four sides are equal. So this one in the rectangle, this one and this one is the length, this one and this one is the width. They are different. The width and the length have different dimensions, but in the square the width and the length are the same. So that's why we just have one dimension only, which is L. You can use L, you can use A, you can use X, Y, as long as this one represents the dimension, one dimension of a square. And the formula to find the area of a square is like L times L, the two adjacent lines times together, as we did with the rectangle. And L times L in algebra is L squared, and it is unit square. Okay, for example, so this one is the formula. You need to copy that down and frame it. For example, I have this square, and the dimension of the square is 60 millimeters. And you know that the square has four sides equals. So this one is also 60 millimeters, and this one is same as well. Okay, and I want you to find the area of this square. So you know the area equals with length times length, or length square. Okay, dimension square. So equal length times length, and it's equal with 60 times 60, which is 1200. And unit square, so the unit here have to be the same. Okay, millimeters, millimeter. So it now is going to be millimeters square. All right, so this one is our example. Now we're going to move on to area of rectangles. It's a little bit harder compared to finding area of a square or a rectangle. So to find area of a triangles, we have to identify which one is the base, the dimension of the base, and the dimension of the height. So if the base is BC in this triangle, if the base is BC here, which the dimension is B can be 3, 2, 2.5, whatever it is in real life. And then to find the height of this triangle, the height gonna be come from the remaining vertex. So BC, the base, is already using vertex B and vertex C. So the height need to come from the opposite, like the the other vertex and perpendicular, go down perpendicular with the base. So the height had to come from A and go straight down here, which is, and make a perpendicular line with BC. So this one is the height. Okay, so this one is the dimension of the base, this one is the dimension of the height. Then the area of a triangle is going to equal 1/2 times with the base times with the height, and it's in unit square again. So the formula. For example, we're going to we're going to calculate the area of this triangle. So in this triangle, I have 3 vertex, 1, 2, 3. And I see that I have the dimension of this side, which is using this vertex and this vertex. So this one going to be the base. Okay, this one going to be the base, which is B. Okay, in here the base. So I have to identify the height. Obviously, you can see the height is come from other vertex, we did the remaining vertex, we did this one, and make a perpendicular line. Perpendicular line is mean this line cut this line at an angle of 90 degrees. So from here, I draw a line that perpendicular with the height, and the dimension from this vertex to this point is the dimension of the height. And in this example, they gave us is 2.8. So it's already there. So I'll calculate the area of this one, going to equal with 1/2 times with the base, which is 7.5, and times with 2.8. And use your calculator. So 0.5, which is 1/2, times with 7.5, and times with 2.8, which is 10.5. And what is the unit in here? Because this one is centimeters, so it's going to equal with centimeters squared. So this is the area of this triangle. Now we're going to move on to this triangle. It will be a little bit harder because it's not that traditional. So in this triangle, I know that this one is the base. They gave us the dimension, which is 1.8 meters. So I have to find the height. The height is come from other vertex and perpendicular with the base. So if from here I cannot draw any line inside the triangle that perpendicular with the base. For example, from here to here, no, it's not perpendicular. It is obtuse, acute, sorry. And this one from here to here is the obtuse, is acute. It can't be right angle. So what we do, we're going to extend the base to here, and we draw a line from the remaining vertex perpendicular with the extension of the base, which is this line. Okay, and we measure the dimension of that line, and it gave us here is 55 centimeters. Oh, but in this one is centimeters, and this one in meters. You need to make sure the dimension, the measurement units of the two sides are the same, consistent. So either you change this one to meters, or you have to change this one to centimeters. So for example, this one is going to be 0.55 meters. Okay, and this one is the height, this one is the base. Remember, for me, the base of this right angle of this triangle is 1.8, not from here to here. Okay, do not count the extended part here. So the area of this triangle is 1/2 of the base times the height, and 1/2 of the base now is 1.8 meters times with the height is 0.55. All right, and now get your calculator out to calculate for it. So it's gonna be 0.495, and because you change this one to meters and meters here, so your unit of this area is meters square. All right, all done. Thank you for watching.